All right, my name is Rudy Davis. It's September the 21st, 11:14 p.m. Central Standard Time. I need to give the context of the videos that you're about to watch. Over the last several months, I've been in daily communication with Schaeffer Cox over Corelink's email. I have reason to believe that he's going to a disciplinary hearing. I think it was probably yesterday, and I have not heard any emails from him. I have not had any emails from him over Corelink's since yesterday, so it's very likely, I hope it's not the case, but I'm concerned that they've cut off all of my Corelink's email with Schaeffer Cox. Specifically, I believe that he was providing me information of how to show his innocence. And there was a lady by the name of Maria who had a terabyte of discovery evidence that has been sitting up in Alaska for over 5 years. And Schaeffer asked that Maria send me a copy of that. And I have been spending a tremendous amount of time going through that data. The data is very jumbled. It's in, if you're familiar with directory trees on Windows, you have to spend a lot of time going through the directory trees and to try to make sense of what's what and where the audios are and what videos and what you're listening to. You have to couple that, the audios that you're listening to, with the transcripts, and then you have to make sense of who's speaking and putting everything in context. Suffice it to say that you have to become very familiar with the case and the players to understand what's going on. So I also have, my wife has been helping me quite a bit. What I'll do is I'll upload hours of audio or video to a YouTube and a private video, and then I'll let my wife listen to hours of it, and she'll tell me if she finds a particular section where someone will say something. Okay, why am I telling you this? Okay, Schaeffer, if you listen to the closing arguments of the prosecutors in Schaeffer's case and the case that was put before the jury, he never committed any murder, right? There's no murder that was ever committed. It was always about Schaeffer's state of mind. And so the case was always about what would Schaeffer have done if he had had the opportunity. And Schaeffer always said during his testimony that he was concerned for his own life from Bill Fulton and Aaron Bennett. And that's why he took some of the actions that he took when he went to Fort Wainwright, when he said some of the things that he said. And it absolutely explains a lot of the behavior of why Schaeffer did and said some of the things that he said, because he knew that Bill Fulton and Aaron Bennett were out to kill him. Now, during the closing arguments, it's Skrocki, who's part of a polar pin team, they're known to be associated with Joseph Bottini. Joseph Bottini was assigned to Schaeffer's case initially, and there's an entire book written about how this polar pin team up in Alaska withholds exculpatory evidence and plays dirty. The name of the book is License to Lie: Exposing Corruption in the Department of Justice by Sidney Powell. And it mentions Joseph W. Bottini and the Polar Pin Team, a lot of the same players that are involved in Schaeffer Cox's case. Okay, you're fixing to listen to Stephen Skrocki outright lie to the jury about there being no evidence whatsoever that Schaeffer Cox thought that Bill Fulton and or Aaron Bennett are out to kill him. Skrocki just outright lies about that. Now, I uploaded a video 2 or 3 days ago where I found audio evidence from February the 4th, and I found video evidence from February the 5th where Bill Fulton references the fact that he tried to kill Les Zerbe. Les Zerbe was Schaeffer's second in command with a knife standing right in front of Schaeffer. And he tells Gerald J.R. Olson, who is also a government informant. So Bill Fulton is a government informant. Gerald J.R. Olson is a government informant. Lonnie Vernon is just a truck driver who happens to be sitting in the room, but neither government informant know about each other. Bill Fulton doesn't know that Gerald J.R. Olson is an informant. It's like everybody in Alaska is a freaking informant. Okay? But Gerald J.R. Olson references the time he tried to kill Les Zerbe, and he tells Gerald J.R. Olson to go remember, in other words, to remind Schaeffer about the time he tried to kill Les Zerbe, which is an explicit death threat from Bill Fulton. We have audio and video evidence of a death threat from Bill Fulton to Schaeffer Cox. Tonight, I locate a death threat that's referenced in an audio that was recorded by Gerald J.R. Olson, who's another government informant, on February the 19th of 2011. Okay? Now, you say, all of this was done before Schaeffer's arrest, before he knew that Bill Fulton was a government informant, before he knew that Gerald J.R. Olson was a government informant, and Schaeffer has told me multiple times that he believes Aaron Bennett is a government informant. So you have multiple government informants threatening Schaeffer's life, and yet during the prosecution, this evil prosecutor from hell outright lies to the jury, and they withhold exculpatory evidence that would have cleared Schaeffer's name and would have explained his state of mind, because this whole case is about Schaeffer's state of mind. And Schaeffer constantly said that Bill Fulton and Aaron Bennett are trying to kill me, but Skrocki, who is getting discovery evidence from FBI agent Richard Sutherland, who knows that what Schaeffer's saying is true. He knows that it's true because he's listened to all the audios and he's watched all the videos. And he knows that Bill Fulton has threatened Schaeffer's life. He knows that Aaron Bennett has threatened Schaeffer's life. And yet Skrocki just lies to the jury to get a guilty verdict, and they think all this is going to be covered up. But 5 years later, Schaeffer gets out of the CMU because they kept him in the CMU for 3.5 years. He finally gets out of the CMU, which is probably beyond Skrocki's control. Somehow he gets a hold of me. He talks Maria, Schaeffer talks Maria into sending me the hard drive, and to get me to this point took a tremendous amount of email and a tremendous amount of back and forth. I mean, we're sending like 5 or 6 emails a day, like, where is this? Who is this? Where can I find this? And for Schaeffer to remember this after 5 years and to talk me through it, and for me to actually find it with the help of my wife and God Almighty leading me, and for me to put this on YouTube to clear Schaeffer's name is an incredible miracle. You may not recognize it as a miracle, but I'm telling you, Schaeffer has directed us to the evidence that shows that Skrocki needs to be in jail. FBI agent Richard Sutherland needs to be in jail. Aaron Bennett needs to be in jail. Bill Fulton needs to be in jail. Gerald J.R. Olson needs to be in jail. They all lied. This is proof. What you're about to hear is proof positive beyond any doubt that Skrocki lied in court during closing arguments, and they tried to cover up the fact that the FBI informants were threatening Schaeffer's life. You're fixing to hear evidence that only Schaeffer knew about and was withheld from the jury. It's an incredibly important thing, and it's Schaeffer's entire life hangs in the balance. And somebody with some familiarity with Schaeffer's case needs to listen to this video. I don't know if it's a governor that can do a pardon. I don't know if it's his public defender, Michael Filipovic. But somebody has to do something, right? There's no getting around the fact that Skrocki lied and painted a horrific picture for the jury that was not true. I'm going to play the exculpatory evidence that was withheld from the jury. Listen very carefully from the death threats from Bill Fulton and Aaron Bennett, and get this video to as many people as you can, and pray to God that they have not put Schaeffer back in the CMU. They know that he was talking to me, and I think that he had his disciplinary hearing yesterday, and I did not hear from him on Wednesday, so I'm concerned they threw him back in the CMU. And they're going to keep him there for years and years. But you know what? God worked a mighty miracle, and the day they throw him back in the CMU, the day after actually, if they threw him in the CMU yesterday, so today's Wednesday, the day after they throw him in the CMU, we get massive breakthrough evidence that Skrocki lied. I hope you understand what's the significance of this video. I really hope you understand and follow what I'm trying to say.
Everybody told you that it was pretty quiet from August, in terms of the investigation, August through December or so. What happens in February is we kind of kick it into a little different frame, a little high gear. Because you know why? Because Schaeffer Cox tells Gerald Olson, he tells Lonnie Vernon, I need you guys to go down to this militia convention in Anchorage. And Bill Fulton's going to be down there, right? But Bill Fulton, I'm afraid, is trying to kill me. Aaron Bennett's going to be down there. The Aaron Bennett, I'm afraid, is trying to kill me. I submit to you folks, you get 5 hours of audio, okay? You try to find a statement anywhere about Bill Fulton's trying to kill me, Aaron Bennett's trying to kill me, you're not going to find it. You can look through all the documents you want. You can go through all 900 of them. You're not going to find it. I submit to you folks, you get 5 hours of audio, okay? You try to find a statement anywhere about Bill Fulton's trying to kill me, Aaron Bennett's trying to kill me, you're not going to find it. You can look through all the documents you want. You can go through all 900 of them. You're not going to find it.
No, we're just on vacation.
Oh. Last night I had a different sort of...
Did you have a tiff?
I think I told him I was going to slit his throat and bleed him out at my feet. I believe that was the exact term. I will slit your fucking throat and bleed you out at my feet, you son of a bitch. This was like the second time I'd ever met him. And I was literally coming over the counter with a knife. I had a knife. I was ready to fucking do it.
Is that right?
I'm the cute waitress, but if you grab my ass, we're gonna have issues.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
I've been tipped a couple times.
Damn it.
Yeah.
See, now you sound like one of Aaron's guys.
Yeah.
That's okay.
He was
I
already
can
talking
deal
to
with the gay jokes.
They breathed on you. It gets to you.
Okay, so when you guys get back, what you need to do is have a talk with Schaeffer. And remind Schaeffer about what happened last time when I almost killed Les with a knife.
Okay, yeah, he remembers that.
Oh, he remembers that. Oh, I'm sure he does, but I want you to re-remember him.
Yeah, get the timing right on this thing and organize.
I submit to you folks, you get 5 hours of audio, okay? You try to find a statement anywhere about Bill Fulton's trying to kill me, Aaron Bennett's trying to kill me, you're not going to find it. You can look through all the documents you want. You can go through all 900 of them. You're not going to find it.
But like I said to you guys, everything about me and my family, you guys know.
Yeah.
And there's no surprises.
Yeah.
So.
What about that, Lonnie? You told me a couple days ago, and you said that Aaron was
I can kill all of us.
dead
We're all
in hell on
fucking
it
dead.
or something.
We're all fucking dead.
That was his exact words.
And that was,
You got to see a taste of it down there.
Oh, yeah.
Last weekend.
Yeah.
but that was real recent, like the last time that we and them took him out.
It was before that.
It was 3 days before that.
No, it was the weekend before that because when Lonnie and
It was
Aaron
after
went
he
to
came
the
back
summit.
from,
If you want to see Aaron Bennett in full action, tell Bill up and get that CD from him, or the DVD from his full shelf. He'll get to see it. He'll get down to the summit down there we went to.
oh, you guys got a DVD and Bill Renzel.
No.
Bill Fulton. Bill. He paid $450 to get that thing filmed that day. It's all on a DVD. If anybody wants to go listen, you'll get to see what Aaron Van and what a piece of shit he is. And you'll tell just everything he drilled on him, but he was using his triangulator through me. He got me pissed off, and it blew up.
I know, attacking
And this
you
is
guys.
an hour into the meeting because they're an hour late because they're drunk showing up because we were drunk all night. And they come there running their mouth, and him and his little goon, his little punk buddy, he's got one little punk buddy, that little Luke. I'm guarantee you, if you see them around, and they're both together, and they're staring at you, you better get your gun out and blow their freaking head off. Because that's what they're coming to do to you. That's their plan. They tried it down there, they had the knife out and everything. They had the gun, they were going...
They were drinking with their guns, you know.
They were in the bar with their guns.
60, and they had 3 or 4 guns each. I mean, just...